So Iran just rejected Donald Trump's claim that Israel and Iran had reached a ceasefire agreement, and they told CNN that Iran has not received any ceasefire proposal. So this is according to an Iranian senior official who informed CNN the following, quote, "At this very moment, the enemy is committing aggression against Iran, and Iran is on the verge of intensifying its retaliatory strikes with no ear to listen to the lies of its enemies." And they said that any claim that there had been a ceasefire was deception by the U.S. and Israel. So, in other words, Iran is claiming that Donald Trump's claim that he just put out on Truth Social about a total and full ceasefire being reached between Iran and Israel is bogus. It's a lie. And they claim they never received a ceasefire agreement. Now, of course, Iran could be lying, and Donald Trump could be telling the truth. It's very hard to tell when both parties are pathological and insane liars.
This is my shocked face, because Trump lied. 2 hours ago, the Iranian foreign minister said, no, there is no ceasefire agreement. Then 45 minutes ago, they launched missiles again at Israel. So, yeah, here we are again. My very last video I just made, I'll tag it down here, said this all sounds very familiar, like his ceasefire between Russia and the Ukraine. That lasted a couple of days. His ceasefire between Israel and the Gaza Strip, which lasted a couple of days. This guy is so full of shit. Don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
So Donald Trump comes out yesterday all smug and dramatic and says that he brokered a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Like he's some kind of global peacemaker. And then not even 24 hours later, missiles are flying, sirens are going off, and Trump is screaming that Israel and Iran broke the ceasefire. Are you kidding me? You can't break something that never existed in the first place. Iran literally said they never received any ceasefire proposal. Israeli officials never confirmed one either. But Donald Trump still ran his mouth like it was a done deal. Because, guys, that is what he does. He lies first, then cries victim when the world doesn't go along with his delusions. And now he's all angry, saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He's angry because they broke his imaginary agreement. Bro, this isn't a Marvel movie. This is real life. People are dying, and you're out here cosplaying as a wartime negotiator with absolutely zero credibility. This whole mess just proves again you cannot believe a single word that comes out of this man's mouth. He fabricates victories, gaslights the public, and then throws a tantrum when reality doesn't match his lies. And somehow, some way, people are still falling for it. It's pathetic, it's dangerous, and we are watching it unravel in real time.
See today.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
You sweet summer child. You thought you were going to swoop in and save the day? That the whole 3,000-year problem with the Middle East was that they didn't have a Donald Trump to come in and blow shit up? I feel like I say this at least once a day, but it is so exhausting to watch your president learn something for the first time that everyone else learned years or even decades ago. In this case, centuries ago. I feel like a parent, and it would actually be more adorable if he were learning adorable things. You know, things like walking or talking or eating his vegetables or sleeping without a diaper or wiping his own butt. But wait a second. Walking, talking, eating vegetables, sleeping without a diaper, and wiping his butt? Donald Trump can't do any of those things. And we let him try to deliver peace in the Middle East? We're bad parents. You guys, we should have known better. This one's on us.
What does he think? We're stupid? And the people online that are trying to pretend that we are the ones betraying Trump for holding him accountable to his promises that he made to us when we voted for him, when we encouraged other people to vote for him. You're pretending that we're the ones that are problematic? This level of gaslighting that's taking place, you got Laura Loomer out there saying, screenshot every tweet that's against Donald Trump. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You better start capturing Donald Trump's tweets.
Donald Trump is having a bad morning as he has embarrassed himself on the world stage, and his day is probably going to get worse. Now, last night, Donald Trump proclaimed there was a ceasefire between Iran and Israel, and they immediately broke it, both sides accusing each other. And Donald Trump this morning is not happy. Take a listen to this.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand?
Yeah, he dropped the F-bomb. Donald Trump is not pleased. And that's because he went around last night spiking the football, writing his own fan fiction on True Social about how this peace deal was brokered. And all of his supporters are going on the media saying, give him the Nobel Peace Prize. And here we are now with a ceasefire that never really existed. Because if you have a ceasefire that doesn't start till a later time or date, you don't have a ceasefire. But Donald Trump is so eager to pat himself on the back, he's now put himself in a position where he's embarrassed.
Shut the fuck up. Maybe if Donald Trump learned how to shut the fuck up, he wouldn't look like such a fucking idiot. Last night, about 6 o'clock Eastern, Donald Trump announced that there was a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Then, over the course of the entire night, Israel and Iran were not adhering to that ceasefire at all. Iran ended up launching missiles at Israel. I think the reports were about 6 people may have lost their lives with the Iranian strikes in Israel. And then Israel said that they were going to retaliate with much force. Donald Trump then wakes up this morning and says, oh, no, ceasefire's in effect and all of that. Then he turns around and has to retweet and say, Israel, do not drop those bombs. Do not do it. And then he turns around and says, oh, well, you know, they're actually just going to probably do like a flyover. And I don't want to see a regime change in Iran, even though I just said that and was making the dumb shit, make Iran great again. Make Iran great again. Even though he was doing that, he doesn't want to see that. So he's changing his position. Fucking Taco Man, right? But it's like, maybe if Donald Trump, he's a fucking terrible negotiator. Terrible fucking negotiator. I still cannot believe that people try to sit here and pretend like Kamala Harris and Donald Trump would have been the same in this regard. But I can't believe that people also try to pretend like Donald Trump was going to be able to negotiate any fucking thing when we just watched him try to negotiate a Russia-Ukraine ceasefire and none of those came through. None of them came through. But this is just... this is absolutely fucking insane. Every single day we're waking up and like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? I'm tired, nigga. I'm tired.